Simple question, simple answer. Whose side are you on? Tiffany Stratton or Charlotte Flair? Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. I'm Travis. Thank you for checking out this video. My goodness, we have some things to talk about. But hey, if you are new here and you love WWE, you love pro wrestling, do yourself a favor, do me a favor. Like this video, and of course, you absolutely have to subscribe to this channel. We're posting WWE content every single week, and right now, we currently have over 2,900 people on this channel, so it's growing, it's getting bigger and bigger, and we want you to be a part of it so that you can join in with us, and we can all talk wrestling together. My friends, woo-wee! And how fitting is that? Woo! Man, what a segment. What a segment. I made a post earlier in the day. Sorry that this video has not come out sooner. I've been dealing with some air conditioning problems in my house. So the build to WrestleMania is starting to heat up just like my house was when the AC was out. So it's been hot in here. Finally got it under control. And now we can talk. Now we can get things going. Now I feel a little more comfortable. Man, this, talk about comfortable. I think the whole Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair segment and rivalry has been very uncomfortable because it's been cringy at times. It's been very personal at times. I can't gauge this. Do these two just not like each other in real life? I'm getting a feeling that they don't. Here's my take on this, right? I wrote some notes down, so I might have to look and reference something. But just if I can recall, right, when I watched every segment that these two are in, and the same thing as on Friday Night SmackDown this past Friday. It's very awkward. It's very cringy. I don't know what it is. I feel like the chemistry between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte is just so off that when you watch these segments, I was going like this a few times because it's like, ooh, can we get this? Can we move on? Can we go somewhere else? You know what it is? I mentioned it when they did that side-by-side interview a couple of weeks ago with Charlotte and Tiffy. Charlotte likes to take over every segment. I'm sorry if you're a Charlotte fan, but what I'm about to say about Charlotte, and if you're a Charlotte fan, you're not going to like. But this is the absolute truth. It has to be, because she has shown it over and over again. Name any feud that Charlotte has been in where she's the baby or the heel. She does this all the time, and it's not even heel work. It's just her. She does not like to be shown up. She does not like to let anyone have the last word. She can never do it. Never. Her ego is too huge. She thinks she truly is the greatest of all time, which I don't think she is. I know she's got the record for the most women's championships. That's more of a WWE thing than Charlotte. And listen, I'm not discrediting anything Charlotte can do in the ring. Obviously, she's been one of the best. Like, athletic, she can move. Like, she's put on some good matches. She's had some good feuds. But to me, she is not the best. And I've never thought she was. I have not been a Charlotte fan. That's why you will not get any sympathy from me for Charlotte. I know when things cross the line, I don't wish ill or harm on anybody. I don't wish injury on anybody. I'm not going to wish it on Charlotte, even though I've never been a fan of hers. But something I've always noticed, she just bullies every single feud that she's in. She finds a way she wants to have the best word, the last word, the best response, the best one-liner, the best insult, the best comeback. She wants that all the time. And when she does that, she makes it hard for her opponent to get their stuff in. And she's done this to Tiffy, this whole entire feud. Charlotte is obviously the veteran. Tiffy has pointed out plenty of times that she's 25 years old. She's so young to this. If we saw this equivalent with the guys, right? Usually the guys, when they're 25, they're not in this type of position, usually. WWE, they have a bunch of dudes in their 30s and early 40s who finally get to this spot in their careers where they reach the mountain. Tiffy is already there. You know, it's like Tiffy said in her promo. At 25, Charlotte was drinking beers in like her dad's garage. And at 25 for Tiffany, she's a women's champion. So obviously, there's differences here in age, maturity, experience, whatever you want to call it. It's very telling the way Charlotte handles these feuds all the time, and it's very frustrating to watch. So I think with this promo, I read some reports that they definitely went off script here because the crowd just kept booing. They wouldn't let Charlotte get her promo out. They wouldn't let her talk. So Charlotte and Tiffany ended up doing a bunch of back and forth ad-libbing. And one point I will say here, WWE is very selective when they have people cuss. So Tiffany Stratton, I don't think the line where she said that that Charlotte isn't the queen of shit, when she said that, I don't think that was in the script. I think that was an off-script thing. And if it was in script, WWE wants that to land. They want that line to be worth it. If you're going to cuss, make the landing, hit the landing. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, give it time to breathe. And Tiffany, when she delivered it, she couldn't land it because at the end of her saying the words, like the cuss word, Charlotte already immediately didn't let the crowd respond to it. She cut right in and started like complaining or making fun of the way Tiffany Stratton's voice sounds so whiny. I'm like, if this was a normal, good promo, when she were to hit that line, we would hear the big reaction from the crowd, and then Charlotte would say what she had to say. But no, Charlotte cannot be shown up. When Tiffany hit that line, Charlotte immediately responded with something instead of letting it breathe and let the crowd react. No. So it kind of felt like it was a throwaway line for Tiffany Stratton. And Charlotte's been doing this the entire feud. I'm sorry if you're a fan of Charlotte, but these are harsh, honest words. Like, you can ask anybody. She does this to everybody she feuds with. I liked how the promo played out, whether it was scripted or unscripted. You know, I think this feud needed it because so far this feud has felt forced to a lot of people, myself included. This was more of like, all right, what does WWE want to do here? They want to have the veteran versus the young upcomer. They want to have the passing of the torch. Whatever you want to call it, they found a way to make this work by Charlotte winning the Royal Rumble. It's not because WWE wants to reward Charlotte. They want to test Tiffany. They want Tiffany Stratton, who's going to be the future of this company. Charlotte's on the way out eventually, soon, or, you know, sooner than Tiffany might be, I should say. They want to give Tiffany a good platform. They want to give her a big opponent. They want to make this big for Tiffany Stratton, whether she wins or loses. That's the purpose of this match. But now I don't know how things are going to play out. I don't know if Tiffany's going to get in trouble for what she said. I'm not even talking about the cuss word. I'm talking at the very end of the promo, which everybody keeps talking about, where Tiffany Stratton, and this had to have been off script, where she said that Charlotte will end up alone after the match at WrestleMania when she loses. She'll be alone just like she is in real life. She said that Charlotte's record is 0-3, which is obviously clearly talking about Charlotte's divorces that she's had. You know, I don't think WWE would target that type of topic, especially this soon, because this is something that happened very recently. I don't think she would, and I could tell Charlotte looked mad about it because Charlotte's response was so terrible. Like, come on. Like, you can tell it was not scripted because when Tiffany said it, she rolled out of the ring immediately because she didn't want to risk like Charlotte legitimately being mad and attacking her. So, with that being said, that gives me the reason to think that these two just don't like each other in real life. Like, I just feel like they don't like each other because things got really personal now with Tiffany Stratton saying that. And then Charlotte responded by saying Kaiser's in her DMs. Look, Kaiser, if you ever watch this video, please tell me that is not the truth. Do not tell me you're with Tiffany Stratton and you're hitting up Charlotte in the DMs. Please do not shame us like that. I don't know. It was awkward. It was weird. The promo was strange. My take on it, I have no sympathy for Charlotte. I really don't. Because she bullies everybody she's ever in a feud with. She's done it to Tiffany Stratton, and I feel like this was Tiffany's way of getting one over on Charlotte. Like, this is the way she retaliated. I mean, it's fair is fair. If you're going to be out there just bullying me and over-talking me and burying me in promos, expect the same. You know, Tiffany cannot just be walked on. She's the women's champion. She's the future of this company. This match has to mean something. You can't just crap on me every single week and bully me, talk over me, and overpower me, and then expect me to not do anything. We need some balance here. We need to restore some order here. So, Tiffany Stratton retaliated. Was it over the line? I will say yes. It's a personal matter, especially if, like, you know, in promos, a lot of the times these people talk to each other like, is it okay if I say this? Can I say this? Is it too far if I say this? That does not seem like Charlotte Green lit that. It doesn't seem like she said, yeah, go ahead. I feel like Tiffany actually just said it just on her own, and then she rolled out of the ring. And WWE edited out that part, which makes me further believe that it was not scripted. You know, it's just, I think a lot of people have now said, and even the post I made on YouTube, a lot of people said that they're more interested in the feud now, which, great. It did its purpose. Everybody's more interested now. I actually have a little bit of a more interest in this match. I still don't really... I'm not really interested in anything that Charlotte's really ever in. I'm sorry if that sounds bad. It's Wicked Bitter for a reason. I don't really care for Charlotte. I'm not saying she's a bad athlete, bad wrestler. I'm not saying any of that. I just don't like her. You know, I don't know her personally, obviously. It's just as a fan, I'm allowed to say and have people I don't like. It's just what we all have, those people. So, yeah, it was personal. It was over the line, yes. But honestly, I don't blame Tiffany for it at all because of the way Charlotte has attacked her and overpowered her and bullied her the whole feud. Just like Charlotte always does. She wants the last word. She wants to look good. Look at the last word she had about Kaiser. Like, Charlotte can never have the other person have the last word. She can never do it. All right, my friends. I'm sorry if I was all over the place on this one. I saw the promo. I was very bothered by it because it was cringy, and I just wanted it to hurry up and get over with. It really picked up at the end there when Tiffany hit that line. I was like, oh, okay, we're real now. We're digging now. So, yeah, I mean, you know, I'm Team Tiffany. You let me know who you are in the comments. Team Charlotte, Team Tiffany. Either is fine. I'm not going to get mad at you. We're all cool here. We all like different things. We all dislike different things. So, hey, I appreciate you checking out this video. Please like the video if you haven't yet. It really does do me a favor. If you leave a comment, I thank you. But please hit like on the video. It gets this video out to other people, and then we can have more people join our awesome community here already. So I appreciate it, guys. Have a good rest of the weekend. I will see you on the next video. And as always, stay bitter.